Hello, everybody. This is Lydia from Reaching Heights, and I have special guest today, Sidney Vargas. She is a celebrity hair and makeup artist, and she's fabulous. She's worked with some great individuals, which I'll let her tell you her resume and some of the people she's worked with. Also, there's great things going on for her. More than anything, what I liked about her is that her genuine spirit. She's really fun loving. You can tell that her passions are really to help like just her family and have people feel good. That's what I really liked about her and her artistry and what she does. And obviously, she's gone somewhere, so she knows a little bit about what it takes to start something with your passion and really drive it home. So hi, Sidney, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for your time. She's so busy and she gave us some time, so I really appreciate it. I'm always in awe how people are so generous, especially entrepreneurs. We're out there, and I guess because we know what it's like to build it on our own, that we help each other out. So thank you again. So Sidney, let's start with your story. Like, how did a lot of people have trouble figuring out their passions and turning and monetizing their passion? So tell me your story.
So I've been doing hair and interested in doing hair, specifically hair, since as long as I could remember. I was probably a little kid doing it. And all my friends, they liked when I did their hair, Sydney, can you do this to my hair? Can you do that? And the first time I ever got paid to do someone's hair was my friend's older sister paid me $30 to do her an updo for her prom when I was 13 years old. So it started before that, but that was my first paid gig. And when I want to say between 15 and 16, I think I was 15, I started working in a hair salon as like a hair wash girl. That was my first job ever. I don't know, I always liked it. And of course, like, makeup kind of came shortly after. And so I started as a little kid. Makeup came in 2006. I worked in a Macy's in a makeup counter, and basically I went in looking for like a little job or something, and they were like, "Oh, you have a cosmetology background, because in high school I took some cosmetology classes. It would be great in our makeup department, cosmetics department." I was like, okay. So my first job in as a makeup artist, or in the makeup industry, was in Macy's for Clarence. So that started back in 2006, and then a couple of years went by. I tried to go to college. I went for like a semester. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And my mom was like, "Why don't you just go to cosmetology school? Go to like a good school in New York City, in Manhattan. And, you've always liked doing that. Just go." And I'm like, okay, fine. Right. I was already working doing, different jobs in it. And I just didn't take it as an actual career. So 2008, I started cosmetology school at Karsten Institute. Back then, it was an Aveda school. Now I believe it's a L'Oreal school. And I graduated in 2009. I won 2 competitions. One for hair cutting, I got first place, and then I got one for updo style, I got second place, and that was a state. I believe it was a state competition for that one. So that was like a really big deal, yeah. So my first job straight out of cosmetology school in 2009 was at John DeRosio Salon. It's on Madison Avenue and 72nd Street. It's right upstairs from the Ralph Lauren mansion. So like my first job was like straight into like high-end clientele. Yeah. And, I had like a wonderful experience. That was probably like my favorite job as an assistant. And then from there, I changed a couple of different times. I worked on Fifth Avenue. I worked in Union Square, and hair, makeup, whatever. About 4 years ago, I want to say 2010, 2014 was when I completely went freelance. So I stopped, working in salons and, for anybody specifically, and just went out on my own and decided that this would be the best thing for me. The reason why I did that is because I have two little kids and I wanted to have more control over my time, over my schedule. And I also realized that I was able to make more money being independent. So I've been doing that for about 4 years, and it's progressed. It's gotten really good.
Yeah, I mean, you've been in, I don't know if you can say, like, your resume, really, you've really been working with some great, amazing people.
I've worked on John Legend. I've worked on Cuba Gooding Jr., who was like so cool. He was like so dope and funny. Like
Yeah.
just in the movies, I feel like
Yeah.
that was the person. Like super, like, just enthusiastic and everything. I'm currently the lead hairstylist for Talk Soup, which is a TV show that's on NBC and on USA Network. And it's also in the back of the Yellow Cabs. So
Yeah.
in the back of the Yellow Cabs, they have TV. So they do little segments on there. And I'm the lead hairstylist for Nessa, who's the host on
Nice.
Talk Soup. She's also one of the radio personalities for Hot 97. So sometimes I also pop into the studio at Hot 97 to, do her hair, whatever she needs.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. So how did like that come about? Like how were you able to enter into kind of get your name around in those circles?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. It takes time, and it really takes word of mouth. So once that's gonna be like your number one way to get people to, call you back or to even, reach out to you in the first place. So every job has come as a result of something I did prior.
Okay, yeah.
I know some people rely heavily on, social media and like their branding on social media, and that's not my strong how do you say this? It's not my strong point. I do the social media, but because I'm really busy with work and with my craft, I can't dedicate so much time as maybe I should to my social media. For me, the number one thing that has worked is actually word of mouth. So let's say, for example, if I do a photo shoot, like I've done stuff for People Magazine, Condé Nast related. I do stuff for different NBC related, shows. Whether I also work right now currently, I'm a hairstylist and makeup artist, a combo artist at CNBC.
Right.
For that network, and so everything is basically like, oh, we heard about you through such and such who is in the network, and we'd like for you to come film this. Could you please? Yeah, so that's really been it for me, and just building my resume, off of that with New York Fashion Week, and weddings. I do a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
Wedding season rolls around, I get really busy doing brides and bridal, the bridal parties, everything. So it's great. It's a lot of different.
That's a true testament to your work, I mean, so that's such a great tip about the word of mouth, because it's really about the relationship you build with your clients and how your work, your craft really speaks for you. And so, a lot of people get very busy and inundated with social media and having to market in social media, when really going out there and doing the work is first and foremost how you really get everything out there. So that's such a gem for people to know. So I appreciate that. So for what are you envisioning for your future? Like, what are you looking to go with your brand with Sidney Vargas? Tell me.
So I still want to keep growing and expanding. I do travel a lot for work, and I feel that there's never for me, I haven't seen where the top of, the end of it could all be. So I still want to keep growing in my craft. I still want to keep, growing in my career path and just do bigger and better things. And also, I'm currently trying to expand, and I would like to open an actual salon spa. So that's
Okay, I
currently
know. I
a
wanted to
project I'm
really, I was
working.
trying to get at that because I know that it's already on there by appointment. And I mean, I've
Yeah.
heard some of your ideas for it and I think it's going to be phenomenal. So that's why I'm fully on board with this project and really, you know, want to see it grow for you because I think it's a phenomenal idea. And I think that the things that you want to implement really make it a unique experience as opposed to just other salons. So I really look forward to seeing you develop. Tell me, what impact do you want to make? Because I know that one of the things that lead you to how you want to shape your salon now is in your community and how beauty is seen, and we go to the salon and the experience we have. So, what impact do you want to make in your community?
So, one thing I want to kind of change in a way of how in our community, the Latino community, specifically, I'm Dominican, the Dominican community in the
Woo-hoo.
salon, is that, you
Dominican.
know, is that I feel that our clients' time isn't exactly valued. And sometimes women can spend, you know, up to 6, 7 hours in a salon, and most of the time is just kind of spent waiting. So I feel that that's something that I want to change, and that's why the name by appointment came
Yeah.
around. So I want that to be respected for the clients, because, you know, for the most part, we're all, you know, working women, we're busy, we have families, you know, we have things to do, and it's not okay to unnecessarily spend, you know, an
Yeah.
entire day
Yeah.
when we already have so much going on. It's like, if it's your free day, you kind of want to, you know, you want to go in, you want to enjoy yourself, you want to have a relaxing moment, you know, chit chat with your girlfriends, whatever it is, get your hair, your nails, you know, your makeup, whatever it is that you got to get done. And you want to get out of there in a timely manner.
Right.
So by appointment, when we, you know, open, will be by appointment.
Right. Absolutely. Women, I mean, the amount of money and time spent that women spend on like just the hair and makeup and beauty industry is absolutely really kind of disrespectful because there's so much stuff that we have to do, like you say,
Right.
as working women, as mothers, as, you know, partners, for ourselves. There's so much that we are constantly doing, and all of that requires us to look good for the most part, right? And
Right.
also have some self-care, because that's the thing about beauty, that it's not just about, you know, how you look and where you're going to look good. It's really about how it makes you feel, the
Right.
confidence that you feel, and taking a moment for yourself, right? It's saying I value myself enough to care about the way I look and about my hair. And going to the salon is an experience because it's a day for you. Like, okay, mommy is
Right.
not available from this time to
Right.
this time, and that
Right.
is like really sacred for us. So it's really wonderful that you are doing that, and that you're changing that, like you say, definitely for the Latino woman community, because it's like yes, let's get in it, let's get our time, let's go out,
Yeah.
and we still look good, which is so important to us because we
Right.
can't front like it isn't. For Latino women, it's so important to look good, and be flawless. So, and you know, many women, but definitely Latina in the Latina community. So we could get in, get out. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I am definitely gonna be going to by appointment because I personally hate it. I personally hate salons. I rather do my hair, but it don't come out as fresh, right? Do my hair
Right.
myself. I try to do everything myself because I hate that. That's exactly what keeps me from salon. Is that I know that first of all, I got to be up at the crack of dawn to like put my name in, you know,
Right.
sign up, and then I'm there most of the day. I hate that. So definitely
Right.
going to be signing up and looking out for by appointment. So drop your handles. Like I know that it's coming up in the future. You're working out those details, but drop all the handles that you have of your sites now and upcoming.
Okay. So my personal professional page, my business page is the Instagram handle is Sidney Vargas Beauty. So it's at SIDneyVargas Beuty, Sidney
Yeah.
Vargas Beauty. And
I'll
then
write it all
by
down.
appointment, yeah, and
I'll
then the
make
by
sure to write it.
appointment is gonna be for the salon. So right now, by appointments Instagram, it's by_APPT, and that page right now is just inspiration that I'm posting as far as like, hair, makeup, nails, things of that nature, of different artists from all over the world, honestly. Wherever, if I
Yeah.
see a picture and I'm like, oh my God, I love that. I love that hair. I love that color. I love that makeup, whatever. I love those nails. I post it. I tag, the artists, the models, whoever is information I'm able to get. And I hashtag inspiration or inspired, inspo,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And some of the work on there is actually mine too.
That's right, and you gotta put that in there as well. One
Right.
thing that I must say that I really enjoy from the stuff that I see that's yours is that you're very simple, and that's why I mean a lot of your gigs are in these TV series and like CNBC and stuff like that because I mean, yeah, you have a big spectrum and range. You could go very glam to very simple, but a lot of it is makeup where it's just it's all a lot of it is makeup that's kind of just feel good, like just everyday, look nice, but it's also very simple, and I appreciate it because every time I see you, it's just like, I mean, I'm like, this woman looks flawless. Like she doesn't even need much. She's in there and looks flawless, and I love that.
Yeah. So I know that a lot of my clientele, and I think it's more the aesthetic that I carry, is a very natural, clean,
Yes,
flawless skin. And of course, we could always do a crazy eye or,
right.
whatever it is that you want. But for the most part, it's just more realistic. If
Yes,
it's your birthday, we want to do a glitter, we want to do a pop of a lip, whatever.
yes,
But if you have, if you're going on TV, you want something that's going to fit with, the brand of whatever it is that you're doing.
yeah,
If you're taking professional pictures, you want to make sure that you look nice but professional.
right.
If you're going to some type of a work, event, same thing. It's a little more glammed up than obviously what somebody would do on themselves, but it's still kept in a more conservative, I guess, is the way.
Yeah,
Not saying that I can't do, crazy or wild. I could
exactly.
definitely do that, but it just happens to be that I get more of like the, you know,
But I love it, but like you say, that's really more realistic. That's really more like everyday. That's really more
right.
basic. And if you're trying to just look nice, but not have to spend, 3 hours doing makeup or, just kind of look, like you say, clean, simple, then that's the way to go. So, and that's great. So I love it. I love your work.
Thank
And I
you.
appreciate it and hope to see more of it. But thank you so much for your time.
Of
I
course.
think that the only thing I would ask you last is like, who do you feel inspires and motivates you?
That's a hard question. I guess it's an array of people. My mom was the first one to tell me, like, like I said when I was a kid, like, why don't you just go to cosmetology school? Why don't
Yeah.
you just, why don't you do this? Um, Also, I guess everybody that I've ever really, like, I guess, put my hands on as far as like doing their hair, their makeup, and they're like, wow, I love that. That makes
Mhm.
me feel good that I can make somebody else feel good. Oh my God, I love my hair. Oh my God, I love my makeup. Wow, I look so beautiful. I look so pretty. Like when people tell me like, God bless your hands, or I really love how I look. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That makes me feel fulfilled. Like I did my job. I made someone else feel good doing something I enjoy doing, something that
Right.
I love to do. So that's really, I think the biggest thing that inspires me, and showing my kids that you can really do what you enjoy doing and make it a career, make it a thing.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And that's what we at Reaching Heights here really want to get that message across. Is like you can do your passion and make money off of your passion, live off of your passion, because it increases. You feel good, and because through your work you make other people feel phenomenal. And I think, it's about spreading that love, spreading that light, and I appreciate people like you that are doing it. So thank you again for your time. I'm so humbled by it, and appreciate you. And here we go, getting to our days. Thank you again for your time, Sidney.
All right. Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.